himself, the chairman of the party, the secretary general. These have been my pillar for me to lead the young people of this country. It's not easy. And since now we're in this general election, we expect a lot. And I've said many times, yes, I have tried by all means to be more calm on the ground, because immediately I become so much reckless. I may encourage every youth. I have heard statements from even other people within the party. They'll tell you, this one also does not understand his position. That position is very big. That position is very influential. And the people said, I know, but you should understand the people I'm leading. Immediately I become indisciplined, the whole country become indisciplined. And I'll make difficult for my president to deliver to the people of Zambia. So my responsibility is to help the president. I need to be disciplined, how I conduct myself to a level whereby no one can know this is the national youth chairman. If I want, I can have a lot of youths all over me. When I'm in the field, the youth come in. But when I'm doing certain things, I avoid moving with a lot of youth. Yes, I know. Youth will follow me even when I'm here. I know I tell them where to sit, where to be. I don't want anybody to know there is Riswaniso. I've been trying by all means. But they have a responsibility, because this is not my position. It is their position, and it's them to protect their position. So as an individual, sometimes I gang myself. I don't want this. But for them, they'll tell, no, chairman, we just have to be near you, because this position belongs to us. We need to protect it. Absolutely. So, Frank, as I conclude on this, that I need to be more disciplined, so that my discipline should trickle down to the young people at the grassroots level there. So that people could say, if your national youth chairman is behaving like this, what about you? Why are you misbehaving? So people say, but it is true, national youth. So I'm trying my best to ensure that there is calm to each and everyone, despite many challenges we may face as youth wing or the youth in this country. But in terms of discipline, protecting our country, providing that guidance to the young people through President Hakainde Hichilema, we just have to maintain it.
Excellent. I do this program a bit differently from Zach and others. I want to iron out one or two issues. Then we play music, and then we come back to the main thrust of the show. I'm talking about trending issues. One of the trending issues is that some quarters, especially your party, that they are saying President HH will rule this country for another 20 years. We have already won the the election. Is that the environment in UPND?
First of all, it is good now we are in a campaign period. So every political party picks something from within or without being a competitor as UPND. The opposition, other media stations, those who don't agree with the UPND government, they can mislead. One of them, the Daily Nation, I'm sorry to mention, I, as Gilbert Riswaniso, many times this radio station, everywhere, I have maintained and I have said, UPND has been in opposition for 23 years. And it will be very foolish of us as UPND as a party to run this country only for 10 years. Are you getting the point? Yes. So ours and our target is to run this country as a party UPND for more than 23 years.
Right.
Meaning we have achieved. Through who? With the power of the people of Zambia. And that foundation for us to run this country for 23 years, it is the policy, the manifesto, the hard work, and the foundation of President Hakainde Hichilema is building now. So that even 2031, the one who will come, who will lead us to another election to 2036, to 2041. And I've maintained that for sure, the real election, as I am 2041. That's what I've said. I've never said Hakainde. No.
Right.
It's about the party
You're talking about
UPND.
the
party UPND. But again, I want to go further. That Vasangwa, Valoya Vatu Vasangwa, is on record. Vamene wenzo kamba kuti, ma reforms amena chita Hakainde Hichilema, data structuring, everything. Niona Hakainde Hichilema as Ankara life president. That was Basangwa, Bakanso, Batu, a lawyer, Mkuru Muno Zambia. It is before he joined politics. It was very clear across the country. I think all of us we heard how he articulated issues concerning the president of the Republic of this country, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. So Sangwa was very straight on that one. So the power comes from the people themselves, the people of Zambia. So I'm very clear on this one to say UPND as a party, and I've said it many times, and I will still continue to say on this radio station through Uncle Frank, simply the Frank, to say that UPND who ran this country for more than 20 years. And that is our target. By doing that, we need to work extra hard by providing the needs of the people, and the people themselves will say, can UPND continue running this country?
What is your position? What's your defense or clarification when people say, President Hakainde is a dictator? He doesn't want, he doesn't tolerate any, dissenting voice. It doesn't entertain anybody, to challenge him. Could you clarify that?
Number one, President Hakainde Hichilema believes on rule of law. That's one thing people should understand, the rule of law. Even 2015, when our election was stolen 2016, did you see the young people of UPND going in the street? The answer is no. He told us, let's go and mobilize. There will be 2021 general election. All these things which has happened, let's go and protect them. Go and mobilize the party. Why? He believes the rule of law. After winning an election, did you see Hakainde keeping quiet? He directed the youth of this country, especially the UPND, who suffered most in the hands of the PF. He told us, swallow the bitter pill. No one should go in the street to break any store or any of the PF members. Leave them. Let's start a new life. Law of law. That's what Hakainde Hichilema believes. So when people are talking about is a dictator, in which context? Because for him, he believes that there should be order in this country. We should be ordered at the end of the day. And the rule of law, it was part of his campaign message from the time he just came from 2006. He has been talking about the rule of law, the rule of law. Because the country should be ordered at the end of the day, so that you can have the confidence of investors to come and invest in this country. So he is not a dictator. He has he has gone on the table to compete. We, the cadres, or especially us, the youth, and I want to make it very clear, is a muntu watu, is a mayuthi, UPND, ni Hakainde Hichilema. We don't allow anybody to come near Hakainde Hichilema, because he is the best president to us. And we're going to talk about it. It's because what he has provided to us.
Excellent. Right. Gilbert, you say UPND is a party which believes in rule of law. Why then are we seeing the rise in violence? Obviously you can talk about what happened in Mazabuka, involving Gary Nkombo. Still a senior member of UPND. And as I was, coming, somebody knew that I was coming to do this program, he sent me a message, and he said, there has been a rise in PF-like bus convoys on roads. Only this time, UPND are behaving in an unruly, manner, commandeering the roads, hurling insults at anyone who does not move out of the way. Does UPND have a plan to address and stop this kind of behavior? Quickly talk about violence, and then I'll raise another trending issue very quickly. Then music, and then we come back to the thrust of our discussion this morning.
Uncle Frank, I'll tell you to be very clear. In terms of violence, we have said it many times, collectively, all of us, that ndeo yai, ndeo si pasachokudia, ndeo iononga ziko. We need to live as one. much as we want to protect our leaders, ndewosifunika and ndewopoisiliza simusila muntu umoze. Because the youth, I'll tell you, when you are trying to play around with their president, sometimes they become so angry. They don't understand you. Your reasoning and my reasoning and the reasoning of a real cadre on the ground is totally different.
Right.
That's why we keep on engaging them. Tikamba now on a daily basis. Tikamba kuti isankalete benchito ya president akaende chilema by preaching. But nichito ya tutonse. Na imwe pamene mubwera pa radio station, Uncle Frank. Toka, whenever you start your program, I would like to see you talk about youth, no violence. Let's focus on it, developing our country.
Yeah.
Once we do that, the message trickles down to each and everybody to say, oh, ndeo, yeah. Don't leave it to Gilbert. I'm playing my role also to ensure that there should be any violence in this country. But I would want to see also the opposition doing the same.
Would you like, Gilbert, a situation where right now, before the elections, all political parties sit together and discuss some of these concerns?
For me, that's the right thing. And I'll tell you, from opposition, ask everyone. Wherever I've gone to do my campaign, there'll be no violence. Ask everyone will tell you. Because I don't believe that I should force you to vote for UPN. I don't believe that. But I believe on engaging you and telling you what Againde Chilema has done.
Yeah.
Yes, there's provocation in politics. And to be fair with you and to tell you, in politics, fracas sometimes happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you come out by insulting an elderly person, the others won't agree with you. They'll whip you. I'll tell you that. Certain violence we are seeing, maybe a guy from the ruling party is insulting an elderly person in the opposition. And the opposition won't take it rightly. They will attack the UPND guy to say, no, you cannot insult this. How do you insult Bambeni Wakuru?
Right.
So those youths will not feel good to say, no, ndiwe mfana, sunga tukane waji. And they'll do what? They'll bounce on him and beat him to say, don't insult. So certain violence we are seeing, it's the way we come out, the way we are saying things.
Do you regret the beating up of Garin Kwambo?
I've said many times. I've said that was overzealous use at the end of the day. Okay, and I've said to say what they did was to show that how can this man go in that way? You are getting the point. And we questioned them. The police moved because no one sent them. But I would have said you that there are youth who just believe to say this one it is mine, it's my Akainde. I can't expect this one to do this. Sometimes, again, yes, they may go to harass him, but maybe the youth also feel to say, why are you doing this, Gary? You have fought for this. You know, that just people feel like you can't do this, you. Can you stop what you are doing? But they may do it in a wrong way.
Right.
So those are the areas which sometimes, but my appeal to the people of Zambia, all of us, that let's preach this word of non-violence.
Brilliant. One last item which is trending. The former Sky boss, spy boss. So spy boss. My friend Xavier Chungo is in the news. He decided to get into politics, and we understand he has been picked up this morning. Two questions for you: your reaction to him coming into politics, and two, he has been picked up. Another intolerance on your party, on our government.
Frank, no one stops anybody to join politics. That is a democratic right for him to join to participate in politics. But as you join also, that the police also has the duty when you break. I've said the rule of law. And I want people to understand the rule of law has come to stay under the UPND government. You break it, you'll be questioned by the government, by the police, because the interest for the country, the interest of everyone.
But has he broken anything by
so that issue has nothing to do with me as a politician. The police will tell us why he has been picked and be questioned by the state to say, what are these things? In terms of women building his political party, doing things, that's his democratic rights to do it.
Right.
So maybe it has nothing to do with the political party. Maybe it's to do with us as individuals. Yes, because the police every day, all of us, you and me, stayed here.
Yeah.
Trina Mirandu.
Yeah.
It depends when the day they will call you.
Yeah.
We need to understand that don't still breaking a law every day.
Yeah.
So it depends the day they would want to call it. Well, so I need to call it Burani Kuno first to Fuseni Kon. Pali Vinai.
Thank
So
you so
the
much.
police have that duty to
Yeah.
do that.
Thank you very much, for what getting rid of those issues that are trending. By the way, you talked about humility, and I know you now. I understand you, and I really appreciate why you're this humble. You and me are from the compound. I came from section 2 in Luancha. You also come from the compound, the people's area. Has this humbled you? Is this the reason why you're humble? I know people don't understand you, most of them, because you're a politician. I know they call you mosquito. I don't know why they call you mosquito. Very quickly, your humility, is it something to do with your background, where you're coming from? That's part of the question. The other part of the question is, now you've risen up, you're the boss of the youths. Has it changed you? If it hasn't changed you, how have you managed to still maintain your humility?
Thank you very much, Frank. I come from the humble family. When I say humble family, a humble family.
Mm-hmm.
My mother and my father told me one thing. If you have to live in this world, respect people. Respect everyone you say.
Yeah.
Ankale ni medi, ankale ni gadi. Ni kamalonda, ni ndani mupase olemo. Because mwine wake mulungu ndiye amapasa. And from that, I can tell you that the people have raised me, they're different people. Different people to be where I am today. And I'll tell you that I have learned a lot, first of all, from Michael Sata. And I want to tell you that Hakainde Hichilema. I don't know what I can say. When he came to pick me in George compound, this educated man, very rich, following a nobody in the society. He picked me from George compound. And I keep on telling people to say, I don't see Hakainde to me, I'm sorry to use these words, as my president. No. I always see Hakainde to me as my father, as my uncle, as my friend, as my elder brother, whom I should help to achieve his goal. From his humility as an individual also, if you have not very well, that's the life of Hakainde also. It's a background where he comes from, the village.
Yeah.
And I want to say, also I was brought up in a village, I understand. So humility is something which is very important in society. I don't live a borrowed life. I live the way I am. I have never detached myself from the community.
Fantastic.
I've been with the community. I jump in the bus, sometimes I go, I check, people even attack me within the bus, hammering on Hakainde Chilema, and I'll speak again to say, okay, I put through on them, not to say to force people, but I'll speak to them and tell them the kind of the president we have. So humility among ourselves as leaders is very important. The people themselves, they'll give you that position. I don't rush for the position, and I keep on saying, in a simupando, wameno sevens. I just like politics. I like helping the need. Mingle together, sharing ideas. Kamene kaliko titabwan tigawan. Even when I'm running to my bus twanga, tigavana. Whatever little we have, we share with the community. So humility, Uncle Frank, is very important. Yes, Mipando, this Mpando is very Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
It's you can even forget. But I've told myself that I don't want this position to go into my head.
Fantastic.
Chalo si changa, Mpando suwanga nwalandu. So tomorrow when I'll be removed, because I know I won't be there. I'll be removed. I'll be somewhere. Either by people, by the president, say, we are tired with you. I want to continue living with the same way with my people at that grassroots level.
This song I'm going to play is dedicated to my guest, Gilbert. me, and all the chaps from the compounds, all of us who have come from the compounds, we thank God, that if you work hard, you can get up there, up to the very, very top. And the singer is another guy who came from the compound, the ghetto in Jamaica. Bob Marley, Redemption Song. This is the burning issue. When we come back, governance issues on the table. Good morning.
We are about to lose a lot of money.
I thought we were supposed to be fighting this battle as brothers, as family, and not be divided.
Are we the family that shoot first and ask questions later? Father never wanted me. He disowned me.
Hey,
Even Aunt Eliza. Yes, Aunt Eliza was one of the people that cooked for that.
We have a problem.
What is it?
The inspector has connected Elizabeth to the death of my brother.
Leave Conrad to me. I'll handle him. So what is this?
Those are your divorce papers.
What if it is true? What if someone did kill my father?
So I was right. My father was murdered.
New vibes with BMTV. Get ready, Zambia, because BMTV is about to bring you the hit with local stories, drama, comedy, and news that is all about you. Local vibes only. Catch stories from Lusaka to Livingston, towns to villages, Zambia's stories told by Zambians.
Drama and entertainment. From townships to trending shows, we have the best local content. News that you care about. Local news, national pride, and what's happening in your hood. Your stories, our spotlight. We feature you, your talents, and your passions. Tune in now and let's vibe, Zambia. BMTV. Zambia's light, Zambia's voice.
About the good old days. My guest this morning, the youth chairman of UPND, Gilbert Liswani. So we'll try and see how much we can cover in the next 15 minutes or so, because today I think I would like to give more time to to the callers. As chairperson, your responsibilities, in UPND for the youths. What are the major issues that you deal with?
First of all, the youth wing, they're the owners of the party. Every political party is anchored on the youth and the women. And the youth, this is the wing. Sometimes we call it a militant wing, which brings a lot of young people on board to understand what you want to achieve as a political party. Youth wing, they are the owners of the party. And one major role they play is to protect the president.
Yeah.
Their president. So for me as National Youth Chairman, I'm the eye who checks what is happening, who is misbehaving within even the party.
Yeah.
We need to protect the president. All of us, our allegiance is to the president. All the youth from the branch up to top there. And I'll tell you that the youth, there's no protocol, but you just have to tell them how to handle things.
Yeah.
As we report direct to the president, wrong or right, because okunenera ogamba kuti our president uyu sali bwino azatonongera chipani.
Yeah.
We have those rights. And the president will listen because we are the majority. Because it is us who does a donkey work on a daily basis. Njetiziva kuti ija institution ija uja director na sign the sabwino vintu tikunenera kuli ba president. Ba president, can you check there? Vintu sivienda bwino zatonongera vintu. We go in this everywhere because not with malice. The good part of this youth wing of the UPND, we are not using malice. Just because Timberana, no. But we'll pick what people are complaining around you. There are certain people, others are PSs, others are ministers, others are directors, others are head teacher, others are police officers. The way they behave, do they take care of the people within the institution? You are an officer in charge. How do you handle your fellow police officers? Are they happy early in the morning? Because now they are putting the effort to ensure that the environment is good, that they are able to say the president we have is a good president. So your behavior as a supervisor can make your fellow friends to stay away from work, to start misbehaving. But do you accommodate? So tikazwa kuti iwe asuendesa bwino vintu tikunenera kambati uyu azatonongera vintu, because when things goes bad, the finger points on the president and the party OPND. So we have a lot as young people. Sometimes we just find somebody has been dropped out and you ask yourself, however much sanchito, meaning that certain activities which that individual has been doing, he thinks maybe is good. Well, sometimes we go. My youth, Tima Watuma, you go to this ministry, go with so a PS or a director and you're a secretary, you answer people with that vulgar language. We pick that to secretary goja hatonongera vintu. Because if he can do that, how many times find 10 people? That's what he's answering people. Because at the end of the day, you need to implement. For you to implement certain things, you need to be good. It's not everyone who comes to your office who wants and help. But sometimes people can bring the solution to the office which need to be attended to and we deliver. So the youth wing has a lot, is to protect the party. The chairman, the vice president of the party, the SG. Ours is to protect the structure. And the mobilization, that's the best one. The mobilization, that is the food which we do on a daily basis.
There's no doubt, Gilbert, from what you have said, that you have got a lot of power, a lot of influence. Power can corrupt. How do you ensure, two questions I'm going to ask you related. How do you ensure that you and your youths don't, misapply this power that you have? That's number one. Number two, you were recently reported as having said the civil servants must ensure, that they vote for UPND and the president, because it's the president who put them in those jobs. Quickly on these two issues.
Number one, the lessons we have learned from our colleagues, the PF. they misapplied their power. They misused their power when they were in government. So there are many lessons, even us, we have learned from our colleagues. Much as we condemn and everything, but the lessons also can learn from them to avoid kuti naife tigwire munjira ya manage. That's why nakamba kuti ine unkala ndine musogolero wa mayouth. I have brought myself down. And nakamba kuti na vantu vamakamba aliswaniso saziva mpando wake. I've told I know because I know what I'm carrying.
Yeah.
I know what I'm carrying behind. Immediately I'm becoming reckless. Youth will run everybody here. I want to tell you that if today I just sleep a bit, they can run. We can disturb the president. But we have said, do we love Hakainde Hichilema? The youth of the UPND loves Hakainde Hichilema. Do we believe in him? We believe in him. Do we know him? We know him because we have been with him for many years from the opposition. So President Hakainde has come like he's our friend. That's why you have seen President Hakainde is a friend to the youth. You need to understand, if you have followed him very much, he's a friend to the youth. He's more close to the youth. He listens whatever they are saying. He listens to them. Have you seen a lot of protest among the youth of European? The answer is no. They're just pockets. Those who don't understand, quickly we move in and say, that's not the route, the way we do things as European. Us, how we do things, nunkara patebo takambi sana, nipati pamene pala kwika. Parakwika ni hapa na hapa na hapa. Okay, what is the way forward? Okay, the way forward is this one. That's how we have been doing as a party. Do we need to become more power by pushing things? I can tell you, you have seen UPND complaining in terms of employment, Swat Pasako. We have complained. Okay, these are cadres and everything. You have seen it because what Hakainde has done has opened the door for everyone. Go. Alliance and to participate. He has never favored the UPND youth. Much do we have that privilege? You should understand that other political party, every political party, Uncle Frank, don't be cheated.
Right.
That every political party is forming government so that its own people also should benefit. Okay? Despite providing the needs for the Zambian people, but also your foot soldiers within your political parties, by following the good channel, they should what? Benefit. And that's how UPN have seen that ours. There was the introduction of the cooperatives and company to say you need to participate. No one is favoring us. That's been very difficult for the UPND to get even this small thing. I'm talking about a UPND youth or a member. That's been very difficult. But at the end of the day, I think we thank again that those who didn't have that connection to get employment, to get these contracts, today they're having it. It's either you are UPND, you are PF, or opposition. We are seeing them. When we talk about other license, cadastre, I'm seeing PF, staunch opposition are the one running these mines. They have been given that opportunity by who? By President Hakainde Hichilema. So power, we are controlling it. That should not overrun anybody else.
Right.
Now coming to a civil servant, they are positioned because I'm seeing people want to pretend. But if you're going to pretend, me, I'm coming from a compound. And I've come into politics to ensure that Hakainde should provide the needs to the people where I'm coming in the compound. But politics is a game. It's a game on its own. There are positions who are political inclined, either we like it or not.
Right.
We had the PSS under PF. Are you seeing most of them are there? Most of them, they what? They're no longer there. We had DCs under PF. Are the DCs we are seeing under PF? We had directors in these institutions like ZESCO, Zamtel, everywhere. We had all these things. Are you seeing them under PF? Are you seeing them? We had the IG police, Kanganja, Kakoma, under PF. We had deputies, Eugene Sword. I'm just giving these examples. Are you seeing them today? So those are political inclined. Either those are politicians like ourselves. But their responsibility with their qualification is to ensure they run this institution in a transparent manner by the will of the people. But at the end of the day, he has a role to play. In his institution, as he's providing all those services, he has to convince his people that they should vote for who? For Hakainde Hichilema. How do you convince them? Your attitude. How you are running that institution, how you accommodate them is part of campaign. When people are happy within that institution to say, we have the best IG now, the people turn around to say, I think now, this man, Hakainde Chilema, we need to protect him and we need to vote for him. And you go, I'm just giving those examples.
Yeah.
Talk about everywhere. I'm everywhere. I'm being honest here. So everybody who is running this institution, a director, how are you conducting yourself within that institution? So the people early in the morning, they go to work, they're happy. When they've got the complaint, even when you don't promote them, but the way you accommodate them, you are not a boss person, there's humility, people are happy with you, you see that they take their responsibility, their power towards work. And for them, they'll say, let's vote for Hakainde Chilema. So we have never said, you rob a vote. You rob a vote, that's at the end of the day. But there are certain people whom I'm going to say, it's time for an election here. Ensure you do what is best. Within your institution, do what is best. Because we need a vote at the end of the day.
Don't you run a situation where you're going to instill, fear in these, public service, workers, that if I don't do, what the youth wing of Gilbert, are directing me to do, I may lose the job. In the process, they'll be unprofessional.
No. No one is forcing somebody to be unprofessional. Do your professionalism. I've said campaigning is how yourself, you are doing it on the ground. People cannot vote for UPND or Hakainde Chilema because of one individual is mistreating people. A supervisor is mistreating people, and then people won't vote for Hakainde Chilema. They'll tell, why should I vote for you?
Yeah.
When I'm being here, where I'm working here, I'm being insulted by my supervisor. The finger point on Hakainde Chilema. I'm being honest here. These things are happening in this institution. So we as a youth wing, we identify that's what we are doing.
Right.
We won't keep quiet. We'll tell you off.
Yeah.
Sir, Uncle Frank, we'll tell you off to say we are destroying, because remember, the UPND wants to keep this power for more than 23 years.
Right.
So to keep that power, it's the way we treat our people on the ground.
Right.
People can go home hungry. But when there is peace, there is unity, there is respect, they will be with you. People can go home, but if you mistreat them, they'll bring you out from that power. So ours, as you have said, is to protect the power of President Hakainde Chilema. We are not militant. We are not going to tell, no, go and vote for Hakainde by using force. No. We have been going in this institution. We have been going to police camp. I want to just be honest with you. Army camp, ZAF. They'll tell you, the dependent will tell you. So-and-so has been here. We talk to them and we hear their frustrations.
Yeah.
I've gone to these areas and I hear them. I've gone to teachers' compound. We hear the frustrations. And when we speak to them, then we know how to direct that message. Now, the people who are in charge to say, in that area, the teachers are complaining about this.
Right.
Can you handle them?
You talk about frustrations. One of the major frustrating issue among the youths is unemployment. Yes, the government has created jobs, in the social sector, health and education. The government cannot employ, everybody. What are you telling your youths, Gilbert, when they come to you and say, look, we don't have jobs? They can't, depend on contracts. Maybe let me lead you by telling you that during UNIP days, UNIP formed investment companies, run by UNIP. And that's where most of the UNIP youths were employed. Part of the question, why can't UPND opt for that, form investment companies where they can employ the youths? And then, generally my question, what are you telling the youths when they come to you and say, boss, you're comfortable up there? Us youths, don't have, jobs. What are you telling them? What hope are you giving them?
Frank, here we need to have an honest conversation.
Yeah.
From UNIP, MMDP, if not UPND.
Yeah.
The setup of UNIP is the setup of CPC, like in China, set up in Tanzania, South Africa, the ANC, Zimbabwe here. I'm talking about this country, Uganda. I were privileged to be in Burundi. That's a setup of everybody. And even PF almost came up with it, but they abused that system.
Yeah.
Okay? They abused that system. And from UNIP, you find that to keep your own youth and everywhere, despite having that plan which they had, also they depended on markets. You know that the markets and bus station, they're the one who are running those things. They get a little money from this and then they share. The MMD, it was the same. They went in. I want you to understand the National Youth Chairman of UPND, what is going through. And then you're going to appreciate that Brenda Kainde Chilema means well to this country and for everyone. MMD, the same. They went into the markets, bus station, illegal mining. That's why they were getting the money to feed their own youths and their party. PF, it became even more worse now that even council could not collect money now. A cadre had more power to collect money on behalf of the council. Then UPND came in. What UPND came in, he said, every youth, for you to have access with the resources from government, come up with a cooperative. The National Youth Chairman went to almost 110 districts after forming government, talking to the youth, stopping them not to go to the market and bus station. Because that was the instruction by the president. No illegal mining. It has been a very difficult, but I went to this district. Some said this one is the campaigning of the president. But I said, this is the way we are going to run this country. Because we need to learn from our colleagues. So you can see how difficult it is. You take away all the youth from where they were depending, maybe even us, Tizambo Peda, demarcating people's land.
Right.
By force. Ba Frank mnazugulira land ya ninankala au mayouth ba bwera ba UPND bambokaka wala land ya. These are the things UPND are stopping. But these things that happened during PF, MMD, UNIP, they were doing that. As we have said no to it. Ino space paweka land yako munjira ya bwino ugole na ndrama zako. So the system of UNIP is a system we need to be using all of us. For the people now within the party, they are able to benefit in the right way.
Absolutely.
But I've told you here, it has not been easy for us. Because Brenda Kainde has opened the door for everyone. It was denying people not to participate in the economy of this country. But Kainde has opened to everyone need to go and participate. So I want just people to waone kuti president wao Kainde Chilema sasa ngati ni wa UPND ni wa ndani afuna alliance atebwanji apezemo. So that's the route which we need to do. But the issue is now, if you have seen cooperatives, other than license, there's no illegal mining. Even you had the UPND, the law comes in to say no, can you have papers? So there's certain difficulty we found also as the youth, especially tikaenda musanga kusakira sakrameni. Musasakira because we have non-capacity. These are the challenges I'm facing as a national youth chairman. But that's sakira mayuthi bwino, ma coordinate papa bapeza, but because there are people who knows these things better. Bapite babakwapula bafana. And these are the things now in the second term we need to address. That ingabafana bapeza, the responsibility of the government is to now guide the youth. Okay, mapeza, these are the papers you need to do. Can you do all the things? How many are you? Or you are 50 of you? Okay, do we need any somebody to support you as a partner? The government should provide, they work together. And these are the things I'm championing as a national youth chairman. So we work together, everybody, apezemo kali council. What Kainde wants is to share the cake. The little the way it is, we share.
Let me ask you another concern and ask you how you are dealing, with these frustrations among UPND young, people. I mean, I know a number of them from all political parties, and because of the history I have, a long history, they have been complaining, that ambassador. in our political party now, we've been infiltrated by youths from PF. It looks like the same people who move from one political party to the political party in government. What am I saying? A lot of PF youths now have moved into UPND, making it difficult for the youths who have been in the UPND, some of them for over 20 years. And I know them. How are you dealing with that? How are you dealing with this genuine complaint?
It's a genuine complaint, but a political party is a vehicle you're using to form government and to maintain power. So through your conduct, your manifesto, your vision, and because the president now is doing things right, I've spoken about people are able to speak about Akainde Ichirema at every Pamanz, they're able to complain and talk their frustration. No one attacks them. And when you allow people to speak out, you are able to deliver. That's why Akainde is delivering, because he has a full information what Muzimai Akamba Ukarikiriki. Because people are free to speak their mind.
Yeah.
When they've got weddings, Mumaba, people are speaking, and Akainde picks that information. That's why you have seen him going on the platform to apologize. Nizba kuli road shedding Zambians. But look when the clouds but we are dealing with these matters. As we are dealing with these matters, kuli sola, kuli hivi, ni sevenzelapo. But this period, Siyanganeka as a president, I want all of you, we run this program all together. He is always with the people. So now, the politicians within the PF who have seen that, I think this president is a good president. Why should I be in opposition? Pameni ni mujoini, tende pasogoro nae. They are looking about exactly what Akainde has done. So people are joining us. Also, they are seeing our characters as the youth, the way we have behaved ourselves. So we are attracting people to come and join us.
Yeah.
So you cannot close the door of a political party. They are coming in. And when they are coming in now, we sit them down. We mentor them. We tell them how we behave as a party, how we do things. They need to understand. Those who cannot be with us, they will come today, tomorrow they will go back.
Yeah.
Because UPND is not a political party who come na mawala. UPND sigula muntu. And I'll keep on saying, and I'll say it here, UPND ni abantu bolimba, Uncle Frankie. Isi abantu baolesa. Ni abantu bolimba. Wana mutima sot sana. Si bantu oyo tuwabwaje mu UPND kiki. That's why I find people come 3 days atawa.
Yeah.
It's for the hard women and hard men like ourselves. It's in a mosquito. Tizankara mu UPND.
Yeah.
Sometimes the president will punch you, tell you off. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't mean, he means well because he wants you to protect the party. So we'll tell them the way we stay in the party. So I will tell you that the complaint may be genuine, but I want to tell the members of UPND, it's because of the policy, the vision of the president, the way yourselves as party leaders have behaved, you are attracting other people from opposition to join you. So opportunities, they will come, will share the same opportunity. Because when you join UPND, you're no longer a newcomer. You are the owner of the party also.
I'll ask one question which is loaded. Spend about 3-4 minutes on that, so that I can open the lines, because I want today to give an opportunity to our listeners. They've been complaining that we haven't been giving them enough time. Let's just talk about the issues that are confronting you in terms of adoption. One, there have been a lot of defections from other political parties, and some of them you have adopted them to the anger of existing UPND members. Two, double adoption is also become a major issue. Three, the issue of independence. We understand you have been confiscating their documents. Some of them are being beaten, like Gary Nkombo for opting to be an independent. So before I open the lines, deal with this issue and what lessons you have learned from this.
There will be no 100% process minus complaint. That we need to understand. There will be no 100% process to say this process has been 100%. But you always meet a percentage of 80%, you do what is best.
Yeah.
And that's what the party UPN has done in the last adoption. I want to tell you we had almost 4,000 plus applicants to become members of parliament.
Yeah.
We had almost to 6,000, 7,000 just to be council chairman. You can see the numbers, how people, all of them align themselves to stand on the ticket of the UPND.
Yeah.
So dealing with 4,000 applicants, not a joke, because they paid money at the end of the day. Number one, they were on the field, campaigning within the political party UPND in our branches to ensure that they're being adopted. And they want to be adopted to come and so that they can help their communities.
Yeah.
All of them, we thank them. They have the vision for the party. They have the vision from their heart to say, I want to improve the lives of the people within my constituencies. That's why I've seen a number of these applicants coming to the UPND.
Right.
And I've said so. It is because President Hakainde Hichilema atenga ndalama azileta ku Komboni. Kuti mwa Komboni mweka musanke bebine mufuna. Ni kliniki, kapea ni chipatala, kapea ni police posti, or kapena ni nyumba ya nasi, kapena. This is what Hakainde has done. From the same money, what has done Hakainde vana wali kupunza chito za manja. Uncle Frank, chito za manja, this country was almost dead. That even just ofaka baobu tenzeli bitenga tasakira. But I'll tell you that almost 156 constituencies in the 5 years, young people vaenda kupunza zichito za manja, which is very important for the nation, innovation. The same question you're asking me, innovation comes back now, despite this formal work we need, but at the end of the day, we need to create employment among us. And Hakainde has provided this not to say, inenifuna bana bonsu, naenda kuskulu, 20% chito chani, ya manja. Then we'll see as we go now to say, how do we empower you within your community? Nkani, ya skulu, my drainages, my street light, all these things. Now people are coming in to apply on your PND.
Right.
Now, the double adoption, every political party does so. I'll give you just a simple example. Kundola, Ishia Mayor, we adopted somebody else. In the last minute, withdraws.
Right.
So you need to have somebody on standby. Okay? He withdraws, and these things happens everywhere. He withdraws. So the party should have an alternative. So normally we pick the best two. But the mistake sometimes which makes that because in a chairman, what constituency, what district, I'm given responsibility to say, uyu number 2 aendi na mapepa yake timpeze ku nomination center, but the certificate wigwire so chabe wameta sanka ni uyu zaki tampasa adoption iwo wigwire so chabe until in case of anything. But because 9 in a preference, Frank ni wanipasa ka adoption tamanga oku aka adoption, then the chaos starts. That's the lesson I've learned from this adoption. That's the chaos which comes. So every political party does that.
Yeah.
Because somebody can withdraw, somebody can die in the process. You need to have an alternative. So in the 226, if I'm not mistaken, yes, some are popular,
Right.
some are not popular, which we have given to the people. And there are reasons. Sometimes you can be popular, but your conduct towards politics are very bad.
Is that the reason, Gilbert, why the deputy mayor, was stopped, I want you to clarify.
No, I'll clarify on that.
Yeah, I want you to clarify that. To let my nephew, by the way, is my nephew, Chitambala, to be adopted for the position of. Please clarify.
Yes, I'm coming there.
Yeah.
I want you just to understand,
Yeah.
the people to understand, to say,
Yeah.
it cannot be 100% process. But I'll tell you, if I'm not mistaken, from what I was putting across about all the adoption in 226, where we had maybe some kind of misunderstanding, maybe there are only maybe to 15, 16 constituencies. Okay, which we can account for all of us, maybe 16 constituencies, meaning we have done the best. But at the end of the day, you should understand that if there are 5 candidates in a constituency, the 5 of them, all of them, for them, they feel like very popular once. You cannot go and tell somebody we're so popular.
Yeah.
It was in the background. So very 5 once have. Wamena muzatenga alliance muzasia. For him feels like it was supposed to be me. Not to Jamene Basa, Wamene Basanga. So when we said no independent, because this was an agreement, all of us, let's put the party first. It was collective responsibility that as long as you believe in UPND, we'll only adopt one person. The rest, you're already behind, because we want a presidential vote. You want to keep the party in power for so many years. And the House of Hakainde Chilem has a lot of rooms, which everyone will be given an opportunity to serve. But let's only have one candidate. Because all these candidates, they went to the members of the UPND. It is the ward chairman who are taking these 5 candidates on our branches. Endapaja. So the party is popular. The president is popular. But you are coming in with also you, with your ideas and everything to bring to the party. So why do you want to go as an independent? I think I've given an example. Me in 2011, I stood as an independent. I was a PF member. I was not adopted. I went as an independent. But Winter Kabimba was on me. It maybe has forgotten because maybe it's old age. But it was on me. Telling even the people in Wadi, in Matero there, don't support it. Let him not even use the Michael Sata. No. He will destroy the presidential vote. Was he wrong by then? The answer is no. He was right. So coming to Chitambala and Kete, we looked about 2 sides. And I'm being honest here. I'm being honest because in that thing I've been accused and even abused by fellow members in the UPND, okay, even outside UPND, okay, by siding. And I want to tell you that I'm the one who interviewed Chitambala. You can ask him when he was doing it. I interviewed, and I was very hard on him. I interviewed Kate. You can ask her. I was very hard on them in terms of the party, how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. Most of these things, I interviewed them. I'll tell you one thing. Kate, we looked at the 2 things here. Okay? How do we increase the vote? How do we bring the 2? I'll tell you this. Chitambala has a good spot with you people from Mayadi. Because you want to access Freedom Way. You want to access Lumumba Road. You want to access Chachacha Road. Okay? You want to see cleanliness as a city. Okay? Kate has been there with his colleague. Is it Chitambala also the former mayor?
That's
Tangala.
But was it right to
I'm
use
coming.
the police
I'm coming.
to stop Kate?
I'm
Very
coming.
quickly,
Yes.
I need to open the
Yes,
line.
it's very important that now we looked at the bigger picture. Kate commands the markets. We cannot take away from her, either we like it or not, because how she behaved herself when she was in council. She was reachable and everything. She commands that. She commands the structure of the party. You cannot take her from that. Okay, so he had that support. Mwewa has a support with the citizen. Okay? Let me say the Mayad and everyone. Now you need to combine the 2 votes. So the party look into it. Already we have this number from Katie. It's okay. We can hold on this. This is structure. Let's add the other one. Let's take Mwewa so that we combine the 2. Because there's a slogan. Iwe, dobapo. Let's combine the 2. We spoke to Kate. Personally, we were given that responsibility by the president The chairman was directed by the president to say, can you go and talk to Katie that we do this thing? Let's try to make it that way. Talk to Katie. Kate will give another opportunity after we win.
Right.
We win. We'll give you another position. Uncle Frank, we spoke to Katie. If you saw Katie, even withdrawn.
Okay.
To that race. I'm concluding.
Yeah.
On that race. Okay? We spoke to her. Very good woman. She listened. But unfortunately, again, as I've said, among ourselves,
Right.
she was given again an adoption certificate. That was a mistake. Within, I've said within, we take that responsibility. And then because the youth, the women, the marketeer, all of them in Illinois, they are behind. They went there to support us. We want Kate. We want Kate. Are you getting the point? In fact, I still remember we resolved that. Let's just give it to Kate. Let's just give it to him. But again, we stood firm. I said, no. I think we have agreed, all of us. Kate maybe use force. Or is it maybe she's the one sponsoring all these things? We did an investigation. No. That was just a support from the marketeers. Right. So she listened, we spoke to her, and then we gave it to yes to Shitambala. The question is, was it good to arrest Kate? The answer does not go to arrest. I'm just being genuine.
Right.
But again, this is now what I want to appeal, or maybe warning within the party UPND and outside the UPND. You don't use force on Hakainde Hichilema when you want something. You don't. And this message, I want just to tell everyone, you don't use protest, you don't use force on Hakainde Hichilema when you want something. There now, you're not going to be friends. But today, I'm happy. The president again, called National Youth Chairman, let Kate be on the ground. Let him campaign for the president vote for everyone. And I spoke to Katie. Katie is on the ground. My appeal, and which I'm appealing even to you, sir, this is Tamba is your nephew. Let her reach out to Katie. Let her not sending those bad messages, no. Because now he's a product of the party. He needs votes. You cannot do away with the marketeer vote and everyone. He needs everyone to support him to win as a mayor so that his vision as an individual should really arrive to say this was the best.
I got to open the lines. Unfortunately, I can't, reach out to my nephew. I'll be accused of being a UPN.
No,
but
you
very,
do that.
very quickly.
Because you're supporting the vision of your nephew.
Very quickly, Gilbert, and I mean really, really quickly.
Yes.
This will lead us into opening the lines. In 1 minute, how have you done enough that there will be more youths, or are there more youths adopted? As chairman of the youths, have you done that very quickly in a minute? And so I can now open the line.
I want to thank President Hakainde Hichilema.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a lot of young people being adopted as MP, council chairman, councillors. We need to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so we have a lot of the young people now coming under the ticket of UPND. We have done, and I want to thank President Hakainde Hichilema for that. And you can tell that I could kneel down. Well, President, give me this one. Give me this one. Give me this one. So this one. What's your problem?
Are you not getting worried that Avena Jack, who have stayed in Parliament for over 25 years, are still there?
Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
Munzi only wants to think on bakulu.
Like us.
That's why we are still there. And again, I want to tell you, if it's not
you're very smart in defending my friend Jack.
No. The issue is holokumunze kumankala chimutengo chikulu. Pameti matapa muliro.
Right.
Okay? But again, kumabwati mitengo tungono. Tuzabura kwa mwayasha. Tuzabura tuyake speed. Within a minute the banji tuasira. So chimutengo chikulu ni chabu inopamba.
All right, Jack, you have got a defender in here, Jack Mwimbu, and ensure that the next 5 years you train, you identify somebody. No more, Jack. This is the last one you're taking. There's no delimitation after that, Jack. This is the burning issue. My guest is Gilbert Liswaniso, who is the chairman of the National League of the UPND. The number to call us is 0761 912493. Do we already have that? Somebody on there? Oh my God. All right, let me wear my headphones. Get on with the
Morning,
I'm being told I'm wearing a different that's the beauty about live radio is you can actually do anything you want. All right, do we have somebody on the line? Good morning.
Joseph Chongo from Chingola.
Aleniba Joe wangu mkwai kashitana kapwa. What is your question?
Natotela ba Gilbert Liswaniso mwabombe.
Mkwaye mulishani kuchingola.
Eko kumitotela mwintungurushe. Sometimes mulalanda ifishinka. But ngakuli abantu obonyinge kakangani nechechi. Nimwevo. Mwema supporters. Because mulafika okulanda echishinka. My brother, ama cooperative yaramureba ati mwaliye abantu kuforming ama cooperative. Ewe iyo mwari kitendera mwenpia. Abantu ba forming ama cooperative countrywide. Ero mwasenda po ama cooperative yatatunangu yabiri. Ebo mwatera sheshine mpia abantu asibale isontera. Esho mwaya bapera tinatushita yopu abantu. Dewe, iyo mwalesi mwempia kubantu. Countrywide abantu basonga pauchi cooperative ipangwe. More than 15 plus. Esho bare chitarezi. Constituency feimo keso. Nishira itempia more than 100 shani. Ero mwaisa pera mufya ma cooperative yabiri. Sheshine mpia shesu. Mwambo tablind ukutira. Na tubapere mpia shati. Esho ushifumine kubuteko. Ewe mwale tusendera mo. Second, my brother, from the Kaunda time, kwisa shinta mu PF, Black Mountain yalevo, bana abantu ko bayikalire ekopa belt irayi ne Black Mountain. Sensere ekopa belt. Mwapoka muri 2 years. 2 years. Mwapuisha Black Mountain huku nuko abulo kushapo nango kamo. From there. Mwaisa kuri sensere mwebene mweka ba UPND katushinga mwababanga because abengi ba UPND bali ba sideline. Mwabafya abampendwa mwaisa na kuri sensere menshi neko mwafunya sensere katwa ishiba ngowa sta sensere katwa ishone istashita te yapo peka kukabo kwali kirongome cyabo mbere kuma mwawinda.
So what is the question quickly, sir? We want to have more people on.
My conclusion, boss. Ichinka chakutira mweba chitabetreva kateka ni mwebo mulafiro kumishinga mubepo bufi ukumona kwa tifinti filipa ground. Bae chinga chakutira baro mfoko irishana kwa mtu. Cheki tifikapo tifikire lero. Nicho imwe mulamu kubabepa inena ngoni batata ngabare ko university. Pero nomba nshirebebo kutira murekolwa. Abantu baminango babenga beba cheche bomfwe. Mweba rufya bakateka mwe 2026 13 August mwala mune pyala chitika.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, our listeners, be brief so that we can have as many callers as possible. 0761912493. My guest is Gilbert Liswaniso, leader of the Youth League and UPND. 0761912493 is the number to call us. Do we have somebody on the line? 0761912493. As we wait, we got somebody on the line. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning.
How are you, Mr. Frank?
I'm well, sir. What is your name, sir?
You are talking to Morgan.
Morgan, very quickly, be brief, please. Go ahead.
The chairman, chairman. Our chairman, how are you?
Morgan, mulibani Soweto.
No, the UPND is going to win, but what we are saying is that we need to work hard. And you shouldn't underrate your opposition. Opposition, don't underrate. The vote will go 1-1. In 5 years, some are happy, some are not happy. The way UPND has ruled this country, are you happy? We are happy. Opening the mining, inflation rate. But the only point what you are saying, we need to work hard. And also right now I'm with the spokesperson for Muro. He's saying don't sell the regalia to the people. Print more regalia. When you are in government, the more well-wishers. We need to give people regalia barrets, chitenge materials for free. Don't sell that. We're an ruling party, but be popular to the people and tell them what you have done, achieved in 5 years. Opposition will come with their manifesto, what they are going to challenge the ruling party. That's what we are saying. We are only competitors until August 13. So the people will judge. Thank you so much.
Morgan, the number to call us is 0761 912493. 0761-912493 is the number to call us if you'd like to raise issues with my guest this morning, Gilbert Liswaniso, who is the youth leader for UPND. Anyone on the line? 0761-912493. Do we have somebody on the line? Okay. Can we deal with those two questions whilst we wait for another caller, Gilbert? The first one is about cooperatives.
Yes.
And that you're betraying the president, and then the next one is about telling people what you have done.
Thank you, and let me say thank you also to the two callers. From one in Chingola, the cooperative, when you form it, yes, it is you as your group. I don't think somebody can get money from you. You form a cooperative among yourselves, register it, and then you're given to you. And then you push what rate you want to use for that cooperative you have formed. The responsibility now of those in government is to ensure that you are being empowered. And most of these cooperatives, yes, some have benefited through the grants and loans from the CDF. I think that some have done it well, others haven't done it well. And I cannot say in this radio station that all the cooperative across the country all of them have benefited. Mm-hmm. They are a lie. Some have benefited, some have not benefited. I want just make him collect. No one can collect your money when it is you as a team.
Yep.
You are the one making on because cooperative does nothing to do with the UPND. Mm-hmm. It was to encourage each and everyone. If you want to benefit from this government, can we have something, either a company or a cooperative? And then we push for those opportunities. Mm-hmm. You're not only to sit down to say, now UPND to come. The answer is no. That's how it is. So you push for that.
Yeah. Let me see if we can pick up. Sorry to cut you. We're keeping callers waiting. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name, please, sir?
This is Mtonga. Good morning, Chairman.
Good morning, Mr. Mtonga.
Good morning, Chairman Liswaniso.
Good morning, my leader. Good morning.
Yes. To contribute on the subject where I had, am I audible enough?
Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to contribute, Chairman Liswaniso. You are one of the leaders that you've inspired me. I'm a member of the UPND. I'm Matthew. You have really followed your leadership, and you've really inspired me a lot. You are someone that I look up to as a leader, as a youth. I've been following you a lot, and I've been inspired. But as a youth, I think looking at what really happened in our party as UPND, I think, to be honest, I was not happy as well looking at the events and the activities that has been happening. I wanted particularly to comment on the issue of Ketina Nyangwe and Mr. Chikambala. Like what really happened to see your only member, Ketina Nyangwe, being arrested by the police. I was there to witness what was happening. I think for me, that one we should condemn it by all means, because whatever was happening within our party, if there were people that were not willing to go with what the party decided to do, I think it was a problem within our party. We need to be honest with ourselves. Those things, they can really dent the name of the president. We need to have an honest conversation. There are some people that will put the name of the president into disrepute, because whatever happens, people are not going to blame you, sir. People are not going to blame whoever was doing that. People will blame the president to say, why did he allow those people to do those mistakes? So going forward, we are looking forward to that, sir. Please, we are begging for leadership to be provided, and we are asking you as as the national management to sit down to look at those issues so that in future we do not have those problems, because at the end of the day we are going to be
Thank
dating
you,
our
sir.
party in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's see if we can pick up one or two, 3, 4 callers, at the same time, and then my guest can do. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning. Your name, please, very quickly, sir. We're running out of time.
Yes, please. This is, of course, Donald Ketulo from Lulamba.
Yes, Donald, quickly.
Yes. Good morning, everyone who is that side.
Good morning.
This is what I want to ask the ones on the panel. Number one, me, I'm a UPND member from 2021 up to date. Not even 2021, even way back. Now, me, I qualified to apply for UPND, and I applied, and all the documents were very ready. I was even given the adoption certificate because the resident, yes. Now, all of a sudden, they actually, I don't know if it is Mingarato, they did what the Mingarato, and that certificate, adoption certificate, was actually collected again to give the incumbent as a Lulamba resident. So I'm trying to find a way of why UPND is working in that manner, because we have suffered so much for the party, and we the youths are the ones that the residents do want. So I think you can clarify so much on that. This is Donald from Lulamba. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's pick up, please, and take note, my guest, of those, questions. Do you have someone on the line here? Please. Good morning. Yeah, your name, please.
Good morning, Frank Mutubira, Mwabuka Chani.
Kabuka bwino banende sheni akashitaka kwa mwe.
Sorry, so Mwabuka Buti, Mr. Nguni Douglas from Angola.
Reba ngoni mlibwani.
Kurata Veshinga, you've betrayed the UPND. After what you did, after your statements, you could that we don't want independence. There was confusion in UPND. I'm very happy you are testing your own medicine. You've been portraying, saying there is no catalysis, there is no violence. But because of reaction, violence has been seen. Lastly, Mr. Diswaniso, in Mumbwa, there were 5 miners trapped. Those are illegal miners. There are no military officers. There is no detainees. Here in Chingora, there are illegal miners, but there is no.
We're taking more callers, I think maybe another 3, 4, then we can deal with them and then close after that. Good morning.
Hello?
Morning, your name, please? What's your name, sir? What is your name? Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Nataka kuipishako nilya kulingana na Mr. Pera. Yabatebera ko bati tukesa mipera amalaite kama small scale miners. But twasadda bokwe bati kufumalira. Pakana lero tapabe fyatikapo. Mone kumfumbwe kulya ama engineers aba mu Zambia. Bali kiroko bati bengafuaya kwa kubombera bene kulingana nefo basambirira. But abantu abene beka bafuayo kwa bati babombere futi bafumyako. Then yama papers tapabo batera kwa bati batampo kule bombera. Even for bena Zambia for bafuayo kwa kubombera. Yama mainya ama tapara senseri. Insensei mining Pirepe bale imba investor elfirare ya panshi ukura mkufwa kopa arefuayo kwa kubombero mwinare ifuayo mkuwa pirepe bale posa bashira kwa mazambe batu adabo kwa bati na pirepe inefi ya kubuse abare senda futi ma investor barabene isofwe bantu batufumyako so ichirera ngo kwa bati UPND pari kyonsete bale tula kyonsete completely kapango se bakirisha ifiringire
Let's see the messages, then my guest can deal with also so many questions. You got the messages there? Yeah, let me have the messages. Our live radio is just out of this world. I just love live radio. Yeah. Okay. This is the banning issue. Good morning. There from there's a guy from Makabwe. Let's see. It says in 5 years you have not taught the people march. You're waiting now to to talk about the things that you have done. When you know that the elections on the way, we can find some more messages. Please, those a couple of questions, and then let me see if we can quickly answer them in the next 5 minutes, and then I can take the final lot.
Let me say this to first, let me thank to all the callers who have called, and that's how it's supposed to be. Speak your mind, and that's what for me, I've said many times that let people vent, and when you vent, we pick what makes sense. We leave those who are not making sense. So from all the callers, I've heard what they've said, especially those guys from Chingola, to do with men, because that's a livelihood. But if you understand very well, there have been a complaint to do with the Chingola people have been dying because of illegal mining. And when people are dying there, also the blame goes to the government.
Yeah.
And when government find an alternative for everyone, you give them chance. Because the president loves, you cannot empower people to something which will kill them tomorrow again. But you need to provide leadership, provide people to work together at the end of the day to ensure that so you give chance to the government, like the last caller said, yes, Dotiniat Mazambians. Yes, can we have a cooperative? Can we have a way of organizing way to do things? Can we have somebody who understand the issue of mining so that there is protection, no one should die at the end of the day. I think that's the vision of the president. Much as we want today, all of us as young people, but let government now provide those necessary things that Bantu Wasafe. Like you have said in Mumba also. Those are illegal mining. The things are there, yes.
Yeah.
But government comes in to stop. No, let's not go in this way. In my message I've said, Manyamata bali bize baenda basakila. Basakila ma coordinate kumene bangasebenzere. Responsibility ya government ni kutandizira. Kuti bane mwapeza manja hapa mnasenzera ni hapa. Is there any safety pene msebenzera? Chamena pemba chia prenda kaende chira. They should be always safe to wherever you are working. So when they are putting those measures, maybe what we need to appeal to the means of mind that always we speed up the process.
Right.
Wherever these young ones are found, you speed up the process. So that's the only thing we need to appeal to the peace of mind to say that vantu wakapeza bafake pamoja mayouth bamenabo barangize ni mosebenzera. Then if there is any investor who is willing to help the youth, bring him on board, they partner. That's what Mr. Kainde is talking about. But yo kumbacha bena mashavi na tumbwiri, that's what makes a lot of young people to die.
Right.
And that's what Brenda Kainde don't want.
Right.
So no one has been stopped to look for this opportunity, to look for them. When we know, we intervene in this matter. Some of us, we intervene. When they call us, we go there on the ground. Let's work together. Let's have that harmony. So that the government can benefit, everyone can benefit. Which is good because when Siwan Karachabe, waenda wasakira.
Brilliant.
Issue ya Kate.
Yeah.
To say, I've said that where we made a mistake. But I cannot say that the whole process was wrong, no.
Yeah.
I've said almost 18 constituencies. That's where maybe we erred. But even when we erred in those areas, you find that there are candidates who feel like all of them, they are popular. And this is a mindset of everyone, that anybody who applied, for them, they are popular. So you leave this one, the other one will complain and support us. So what was important, the party made a decision, come up with this number, the people adopted. Now we are in the game.
Excellent.
The issue of Kate and Nanyang, we said Kate Nanyang and Stambala, we regretted all of us. But at the end of the day, yes, no one knew that she was arrested. That's why the very day she was released. Maybe she spent almost 1 hour to 2 hours after. When we came, we knew all over that she had been arrested. I think we spoke to the authorities to say, no, leave her. These are politics. Stay away from that, because now you are going to injure the people supposed to help to win an election at the end of the day.
Let's see if we can get in 3-4, and then we call it a day. 0761912493, 0761912493. And apologies, if there have been any technical, issues. One or two areas, they haven't, picked up the signal. I mean, in terms of the phones, and I think that is, Airtel or whatever other mobile providers. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning. Quickly, your name and your question, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, Frank.
Morning.
Thank you. Chair. Good morning, my leader.
Good morning, my leader.
We are fine, Honorable.
Okay.
I think you have clarified well. My instance is before I'm very serious, speaker. I think you are many my leader. Muntu aliyesa akafuna kuyimirira kuti afuna kuyimirira aona monga ali popular with the help of the party. But when it comes to selection, ni vambiri vamene muyang'anira zoona. So amene akonda Japan, because mu Japan sunga it benefit everyone within 5 years, it benefit boza hiyo. Kizasala kwa ifevenangu kisapota Japan kuti jende kusogolo put again next season kuzatugela tangu ndiwa mene vilili kimi mambo sitela pamoja ni boza hii. So your system is very good. Continue, chair. Section yama youth and you have done 100%. There is no quarrels about that. May God richly bless you. Thank you.
Hello. 0761912493. Good morning. 097. Good morning. 0761912493. Anybody on the line? 0761912493 is the number to call us if you'd like to participate. Do we have somebody there? Good morning. Morning. Hello. I can't hear the caller. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, 0761912493. That is the number to call us. And if you'd like, to ask my guest, the question. Do we have somebody, on the line? And I think we're having problems with these mobile providers.
Good morning, Frank.
Morning. Quickly, we're running out of time. Your name and question, please.
Elvis on the line.
Yes,
Good
Elvis,
morning,
very
Chair.
quickly.
Good morning, Elvis. Mribwanyi, boss.
Thank you very much. I think for me the talk was finished. You have done a lot of good things, Bagio, but this is why some of us joined you. The party should attract, and it has attracted a lot of attention. So this is why we are voting for President Chaka in the system, and we are seeing the tremendous work he has done in this country. Thank you very much, Bagio, but
Brilliant. 0761912493 is the number to call us. We are in the dying moments, like the lady will say. Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Who is speaking?
This is Mwana calling you from Kabwe. Good morning, Chair. Is Wandiso.
Good morning, Mwana Movoto.
Please.
Chair, good morning.
Please.
Good morning, Okawe. Kambani,
Yes, thank you so much. Mwana Movoto from Kabwe. I think, Chair, is Wandiso, keep it up. You are doing a very good job. And to say the truth is, but many of us are independence. We have no kind of weights. Those are labels. They have gone their way. Genuine UPND, when you are not adopted, our chair, you remain in the party and support your colleague who has been adopted. That is the principle. So if someone is not adopted and then he decided to go his way, then he is not a genuine UPND. He just wanted a position. That position is given to one person. So, bamene banachoka mutipani banachoka si watu si UPND baliswamiswabo. We cannot support them. We are supporting our candidates that has been adopted, and we have to support them and win big. Thank you so much, Chair. Continue advocating good works that President Arende Yirema is doing. Thank you, friend, to work well.
Thank you so much. Can we take in 2 callers? Then we can call it a day. 0761912493 is the number to call us. Good morning. 0761912493. Those are the numbers. That's the number to call us. If we don't have anybody on the line, do we have somebody? Sorry. Messages. All right, let me read them, and then my guest can quickly respond to these final questions. Good morning, Chair. It says youths are suffering, and yet you say HH means well. This is another complaint from Chingola.
Looks like a lot of issues are coming from Chingola. You haven't done well in Chingola.
The issue is a mining town.
The mining thing.
That's a mining town, and all of us. Maybe first the other one.
Yeah, there's another one here. Frank, ask Mosquito why politicians are not putting qualifications for a voter to be eligible to vote. I don't understand this issue, because the qualifications are there. So can you remember most of the issues they deal with?
Yes.
And they also deal with the issue why most of the incumbents have been rejected by the electorate.
Let me first, let me appreciate all the callers who have called, and I've said many times to say that they speak on behalf of the majority within their communities to air their views, they vent to us as leaders, which we recommend at the party UPND, which President Hakainde Hichilema also recommend that people should speak their mind, and then we are able to tackle those issues squarely. The issue of Chingola, we understand it, all of us, but that even KCM there, it was down. President Hakainde has reopened all things. I think it is in Chingola where President Hakainde has reopened a lot of minds there. It's about investment. It's about the process. Pamenti now in ziko sense bwino. So Hakainde has to come to ensure that you're doing first Nankongole, Vons VMF, to deal with this, the economy and the bueno. Because the economy can be bueno, then employment is abwera. But under difficult situation, takana drought, also, no one died with hunger. President Hakainde has to work extra hard, cash for work. Minister audience apezemo adiemo. Apezeke chokudi at the end of the day. President Hakainde has done so. When there was a load shedding, there was a call to say, let's deal with the issue of Malite. Squarely, all of us. Hakainde reached out to baba shopu, wa saloni, wa welding, that let's work together. I crisis, emetankala nayo. Siya Hakainde, siya UPND, niya to tonse. So let's deal with the matter. Yes, today we don't have load shedding, but the government has continued to ensure that there is solar, everything. You have seen Hakainde opening up, commissioning these solar plants everywhere. Meaning want to deal with this matter, which has been there for so long. Did he scared about the general election? The answer was no. He said we cannot be dealing with things just because there's a general election. Let's deal with this matter collectively as a nation. He came out squarely to approach to the people of Zambia. Today, Chikamba ungani wo dura vili vonse, but he encouraged all of us. Zambian people chilime, chinkanya chokudia. Chikanya chokudia chamene ichi. And I want to thank the people of Zambia. They responded very well by going kwenda kulima. And also President Hakainde responded very well. Kupasa mbuto, kapena fertilizer. Sumutu aliensa, but I can say those who are on the ground, most of them, they received something at the end of the day. That's why today we talk about the bumper harvest which we are having today. It's because all of us collectively, President Hakainde and the people of Zambia agree that yes, tenga chaka nchokudia nyumba, nichokudia first. And I'll say that Hakainde is steadfast to ensure that we move together by hard work, all of us, by putting our heads together that we improve the economy of this country. When the economy yankala bwino na nchito zata bwanji zizabwera. That's why there's a lot of skills training, innovation, because we cannot depend on government just to employ all of us. But through innovation, through this free education, yamene onenga kuli wena ngamba ti asili bwino. Ano bankala chepa mipando chani palibo. The issue is vana bakapunzira. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, there will be a song of Hakainde Hichilema, because now young people, they will do things on their own because of innovation. Now, the issue of incumbent MPs, and I'll say it here, under the leadership of Hakainde Hichilema, UPND, CDF in the history of this country, it has worked under Hakainde Hichilema. And I'll say that minus any favoring anybody. The 156 constituencies, 100 members of, and 56 members of parliament from these 5 years, I can tell you that all of them, they have performed. Why? Because the CDF reached in their constituencies and they shared it according to the will of the people. It's only that number one, that some of the members of parliament failed to communicate to their communities the importance of CDF and the president. They failed to communicate. And when you fail to communicate, the people there, they'll say, I think it's not you. I think you're not the one help. But me, I'll tell you on the point of view and honestly that members of parliament, PF or UPND, independent, they performed very well in their constituencies under UPND. That's why all these people incumbent, even from the PF, they are using their message to do with CDF. They are able to point, nineonaletere school area, nineonaletere clinic. Under PF, under MMD, it was very difficult. To you, even CDF maybe can come only once in 5 years. But this time, President Hakainde is giving CDF squarely, all of us. That's uniting the country also. Everyone is getting, it's upon you as a member of parliament to push for development together with the people. In certain areas where if you may be a member of parliament not wanted, maybe is doing CDF with a few individuals, because CDF is the people through WDs. It's calling meetings. Frank, if you talk about Lusaka, we have a problem here in Lusaka. Frank was to ask to say, who is your WDC chairman in your area? You don't know. Who is your councillor? You don't know. Can you develop a country in that way? I'm asking the people of Lusaka, the Mayad ones, most of them, they don't attend developmental programs. Yet in the area, there's no street lights. Now, if you don't attend meetings, who is going to bring development to you? But you are quick to point a finger to a member of parliament. So you only attend meetings for politics. But meeting for development, simufuna kuyendako. Pempo yanga nikuti, collectively all of us, TNE, kumisonkano ya development, then you are going to see and the people are going to appreciate that, yes, there's development. But the problem I have, Uncle Frank, is that Bambili, Bakumayadi, Bambili, even in these companies, because we are part and parcel of development. If we were to ask Benama companies, Bambi, do they attend meetings at development? The answer is no.
Yeah, we got to stop, here because there's another program at 12 o'clock. In 30 seconds, Gilbert, your message, a national, message, very quickly.
We are in election period. In any Pempoyanga, Kuma youth. The majority Zambians, ni my youth. Even Kumulungush, the day of nomination of the President Hakainde Hichilema, he was addressing the young people. They are the majority. In the voter register for this 2026, 8.7 million, 4 million are the young people. And we are the majority. The target to the UPND structure, President Hakainde has given us that we need to win this election with 5 million. Nipempa mayouth ba UPND first. Wherever you are. Aside. Let's focus on the presidential vote. Let's get united to ensure that we form government again. We retain power. Let's work as one. Everyone within the party. Yes, Nadia Kanapamendo Vilivons, but now Tinankara Mumonze. Can we go and do the job? I want to appeal to the church leaders, traditional leaders, you, the media,